Have you ever walked into a home and instantly felt like, oh, this is expensive, before you could even ask what anything costs? The reality is that feeling has almost nothing to do with how much was spent in the home and everything to do with three major psychological cues you can bring into your space starting today. Stay tuned because these three cues might genuinely surprise you. Hi everyone, and welcome back to the channel, or if you're new here, welcome. I'm Chauncey, lead creative at SFL Interiors and Redesign, and today we're talking about our core beliefs that everyone deserves a beautiful, elevated space regardless of their budget. Here's the truth: a giant budget doesn't automatically create a home that feels luxurious. The real secret is thoughtful design. In reality, it's not about spending more. It's about understanding what our brains actually register as high-end. Because unless you're in a store, you aren't reacting to a price tag. You're reacting to what signals luxury, signals of care, quality, and personality. A home that feels luxurious really does come down to three cues: intentionality, effort, and uniqueness. And yes, spending more can absolutely buy you craftsmanship and an eye for detail, but it doesn't guarantee it. And having a luxurious home doesn't have to come with a shocking price tag. You can create that same energy in your space. Let's break down each cue and how you can use them. First up, intentionality, my favorite. It's what makes your house an actual home. This is that feeling that nothing is random. Everything feels chosen with a purpose, creating a flow from room to room. Something as simple as repeating a metal finish throughout your space. Your faucets, your cabinet pulls, your light fixtures, when paired together, they can create a visual rhythm that ties your whole home together. And it's a fairly easy upgrade when you choose correctly. Not to mention, it can have a surprisingly high return on investment for how little effort it actually takes. Where should you start? That depends, but I'm gonna say it, and you've heard it before: think lighting. It's no surprise, but real lighting has massive payoff in how your space feels. We've all heard it, but it's true. Getting rid of that one harsh overhead light really does make a difference. Instead, we want to use multiple sources of light throughout a space: a table lamp, sconces, and some type of ambient light tucked away in a corner. This will instantly say that the room is deliberate. Layering your lighting is one of the fastest ways you can make a space feel curated. The second cue is effort. Our brains are hardwired to see effort and translate it into worth. Think about it. Well-made implies a lot of effort went into it, and our brains equate that with it being special. Basically, effort plus exclusivity equals value. At least that's what our brains tell us. And the more value we perceive, the more luxurious the space feels. And if you think about it, you can see it most clearly in architecture's shift towards curves and organic forms in recent years. Boxy, angular designs are efficient when building, but they can feel mass-produced, while curves read as more expensive because they genuinely are harder to produce. So curved archways and mitered stone edges signal a level of craftsmanship that can't be produced by just anybody. Even though, let's be honest, their dupes abound and you can recreate almost any look. However, our brains still register as it taking effort, and that's what reads as luxurious. The same principle shows up in every small detail. Think about your bedding. When you have a duvet cover, a flat sheet, a fitted sheet, a throw, and they're all styled together versus just your comforter tossed on top, that layering subconsciously communicates that it took effort to make your bed, it looks put together, and it communicates luxury. And the same goes for other easy swaps you can make. Choosing a larger fixed rug instead of several smaller ones in a room, hanging your curtains closer to the ceiling instead of right above your window frame. All these small shifts communicate big signals of luxury. And the final cue I want you to really focus on is uniqueness. This is what keeps a home from feeling like a showroom. Showrooms and show homes are always impressive, and they usually come with a big price tag. But for your everyday living, it's really about finding pieces that feel personal and collected. pieces that tell your story in your home. Mixing different styles and eras is what makes a room feel like it evolved with you instead of a one-truck delivery from page 77 of your favorite design catalog. You know the one. I know the one. We all know the one. No, you know the one. Handcrafted objects and one-of-a-kind vintage finds, no matter where you find them, naturally signal a high design feel because they can't be exactly replicated. And here's a quick tip. A few larger, well-chosen pieces will always feel more elevated than a bunch of smaller ones, no matter the cost. At the end of the day, true luxury isn't about impressing anyone else. It's about how these 3 cues work together in your home to tell your unique story. So we've talked about the 3 cues, but where do you actually start? It's simple. First, take a visual inventory of your space and prioritize scale and symmetry in every room. Next, it might sound simple, but you want to look at storage and organization. We all know open shelving can create visual clutter, or at least we've heard so online. But the truth is, it does. So lean into closed cabinets and integrated storage whenever possible, so the room has an opportunity to breathe and your eye can actually land as opposed to darting all around. And let's be clear, this doesn't mean you have to be a minimalist. You can absolutely be a maximalist and still have a curated space. Next, I want you to look at places around your home you can zhuzh up a little. Your hardware, your doorknobs, even your light switch plates. Swapping out these small little elements is almost effortless, but it has a big visual payoff. And don't forget the negative space in your home. Space planning is imperative, so every room has an opportunity to breathe and it feels intentional. And I know you've heard it before, but it goes without saying, you can't make these updates without revisiting your lighting. It literally sets the atmosphere and is part of your entire sensory experience of your home. Whether you're replacing your ceiling lighting, table lamps, or even some ambient lighting, choose fixtures that feel elevated and the right temperature of your bulbs. That way your space feels warm and inviting. And one more thing, you can't forget scent. If you have a signature scent in your home, trust me, immediate luxury. Everyone's home has a scent, but curating a specific smell creates lasting memories for any visitor. So now we've talked about the 3 cues, and you understand luxury is really never about the size of your budget. It's about those intentional choices, the effort you put into the details, and those special things that make your space unmistakably yours. If you bring these 3 cues into any room, on any budget, you'll feel the difference the moment you walk in. If you're ready to bring a more elevated, curated energy to your home, you know, that touch of luxury, check out our videos on this year's design and color trends. And don't forget to grab our free design prompts to really get you thinking about those things that add that special touch to your home. And you can always sign up for our blog for more tips and inspiration. And if you're stuck, I'm sure we can help. Just head over to our site and see how. Until next time, happy designing. Bye.